As a married woman, there are some costly mistakes that when you make, it can ruin your marriage forever. So there are some mistakes that you shouldn't do, shouldn't make. You need to learn from other people's mistakes. Yes. Don't make the same mistakes others made. There are some characters that are becoming common in our society among married people. It's becoming like a normal thing. But you can make that decision not to make those costly mistakes by learning from other people's mistakes and making the decision to keep your marriage, to make your marriage last. So it's important that you stay away from those mistakes. And those mistakes are what I would like to enlighten you about in today's video. So the number one mistake that most women that are married make in our society these days is hiding in church and abandoning their home. As a married woman, it's very good to serve God, pray for your family, go to church and all of that. It is very good to be spiritual. It is very important. But don't forget that the church is actually a body. The main church is actually a body, not that building you're always rushing to go and hiding. As a married woman, you shouldn't forget that your number one responsibility is your home, your family. So don't be in the habit of hiding yourself in church and neglecting your family. It's a very big mistake. Because so many times, you, as the woman, as the wife, you are the answer to the prayers you have been praying for your family, for your spouse. If only you do the right thing. If you want to be spiritual, you want to be going to church all the time and all of that, it is good. But create a balance. Plan yourself well. Don't be the type of wife that she's always in church. She will not take care of her children. She will not bring children back from school. She will not take care of the home. She will not cook. Always making excuses that she's going to church, she's praying, she's fasting, she's doing this, she's doing that for the church and all of that. No. You're not the only married woman. You're not the only spiritual married woman. So learn to do your duties as a married woman. And also do your duties in church as well. Create a balance. Plan yourself properly. That is the right thing to do. Another thing you shouldn't do is being passive in your home in the name of submission. Being submissive as your wife is not lacking initiative. Not having a voice in your home. Keeping everything for your husband. Everything waits for your husband. Not being able to, I contribute ideas. Have a say in the home. All those things. No. True submission is about being active and humble at the same time. It's not about you behaving like your husband's maid. It's not about you just tagging along like a maid. You're the wife. You're the partner. Act like one. Think like one. Don't be passive. You're the woman of the house. Act like one. Be someone that is a partner indeed. Someone that contributes, shares ideas with your husband, with your family. You contribute both, physically, spiritually, mentally, all those things. Contribute in the home, take care of your home and all of that. And in everything that you contribute, you still remain humble. That is true submission. So in the life of your partner, you should learn to contribute as well. Share ideas. Contribute physically, spiritually, financially, mentally, and also sexually as well. So all round is very important. Another error is competing with other couples. Don't ever make the mistake of trying to compete with other couples, be it a friend, a neighbor, a church member, or whoever. Don't ever try it. Don't begin to have that desire to live like other couples and have what they have. you end up making your marriage shallow. It's good to, want good, better things and good things for your marriage, but don't end up making your husband feel like he's not good enough because you feel like the other couple has more than you guys. No, you end up destroying your marriage. Enjoy every single blessing that comes into your marriage. That is where you will find true happiness. True happiness doesn't come by you competing with other couples and pressurizing your husband to, provide those things that another person's husband is providing for them. You will lose that man. So enjoy everything that man provides for you in that marriage. Enjoy your blessings as they come. Forcing change on your husband is another costly mistake you should never do. As a woman, you are in the habit of always shouting at a man, shouting at your husband, trying to always manipulate him and control him to make him do the things you want him to do. You're making a very big mistake. If you want your husband to do something, you want him to become a better person, it is not by shouting on him or trying to control him or force him to do it. No. You can simply inspire him to do it by politely encouraging him, not with coercion. You can do it in love and in praise, not with force and with anger and manipulation. If you try that method, it will backfire at you. As a woman, being your husband's number one biggest critic is very wrong. Like, you're in the habit of always criticizing your husband every slightest opportunity. Everything he does is wrong in your eyes. It is bad. There is nothing he does that you make good comments. Even when he does the right thing, you still criticize him. Find a way to criticize him. Always saying the bad things about your husband. It is not good. In fact, that character will even scare him away from you. Yes, it shouldn't be so. Because before you married that man, you saw good in him. So why do you change now? Why have you changed and become his number one critic? Because maybe he made a mistake in the past or what? It's not so. It is not supposed to be so. You're supposed to be his number one fan, his number one cheerleader, and his one and only best friend, not his biggest critic. Another very important mistake you should take note of is letting go of your dreams, of your ambitions, of your aspirations, all because you got married, all for the sake of marriage. As a married woman, you just threw away all your years of experience, all your years of education, your talents, your skills, just because you got married. It is very wrong. Even if you became a rich man's wife, even if you're now Mumu, you should still develop yourself. Pursue your dreams, pursue your aspirations, pursue your ambitions. Have a job, have a business, study, develop yourself, grow, become a better person, become a better wife, become a better mother. Don't use marriage as an excuse to stop growing mentally. Because as you remain in that house, sit down and keep looking beautiful every day, your husband is growing intellectually. And over the years, time will come when he will outgrow you. Yes, he will grow more than you. So the both of you will begin to, feel like you cannot relate anymore. Because mentally, he has, grown more than you. So it's very important that as you're taking care of your home, taking care of your spouse and everything, you still develop yourself as a woman. Do it for yourself. Do it for your family. Do it for your spouse. Do it for your children. It is very, very important. Never neglect yourself, your ambitions, because you got married. Comparing your husband to other men or to another man is also very wrong. As a woman, you shouldn't be the type of woman that will always say, why can't you be like this man? Why can't you do like this man? Why can't you do the business that this man is doing? Always be in the habit of talking down on your husband is very bad. In fact, the easiest way to kill a man, to kill his self-esteem, his ego, his dreams and everything, is by comparing him to other men and also talking down on him as a man that he is, as his own wife, his own better half. It is very, very bad. You are just destroying that man. You might feel that you're trying to encourage him, but that is not the way to encourage him at all. Another mistake you shouldn't do as a woman is abandoning your husband. Yes, don't be the type of woman that will begin to neglect her husband, especially when you guys start having children. You begin to neglect your husband, neglect his needs. No, it's very wrong. Show him that you still need him. Show him that he's still the man of the house. Show him that both of you should be the parents of those children, not just you. That is how a good wife should behave. Sharing personal information with outsiders is very, very wrong. There are some information about your marriage that you shouldn't even tell your friends, including your bestie. Yes, that your female bestie. Don't even try it. Those personal information are meant to be just between you and your husband. So you shouldn't be in the habit of always telling outsiders about what is happening in your marriage. Is very wrong. Learn to always protect and cover your husband. Don't badmouth him or talk bad about him in public. Don't gossip about him. Always protect image of your husband and image of your family as well. Last but not the least is overreacting. Some women can be so dramatic. As a married woman, you shouldn't overreact. When your husband reveals some certain type of information to you, don't overreact. Keep calm and know of the next thing to do. Because when you overreact and become overly dramatic, you will make that man not to share some critical information with you in the nearest future. Yes. And secrecy will open your marriage to many dangers. So don't be the type of woman that overreacts. There are some certain information that man will want to share with you, but he cannot, because you're the type of woman that puts up this toxic attitude whenever he shares a very important information with you. So it's very wrong, and it's a mistake that will harm you and harm your marriage as well. So don't make that kind of mistake. And finally, for today's episode, the last mistake I'm going to be talking about that women usually make is listening to outsiders more than your husband. What prompts this attitude is lack of trust. And when the love you have for your husband begins to diminish, that is when you will begin to have the guts to listen to outsiders more than your husband. Whatever issue you and your husband is having, the both of you know it best. The both of you know how to even solve it best. So don't allow third parties to begin to tell you how to run your marriage. They will end up confusing you. Be it your friends, your family, they will end up confusing you. In fact, they will end up making you make mistakes that will even make that issue between you and your husband worse. So why not apply wisdom in everything that you do? If there's any issue between the both of you, communicate and find a solution. Involving third parties or listening to outsiders and applying whatever information or method they ask you to use will cause more harm than good. That is just it. So there are so many other things that women do that are so wrong. The main thing is that learn to do the right thing. If you know what to make your marriage to work, do it. And stop doing things that will make your marriage go wrong. Learn from other people's mistakes and apply wisdom. That is all I have to say for today's episode. Thank you so much for watching my video today. Thanks so much for listening. And please, if you've not subscribed, kindly subscribe to my channel. Also like and comment on my videos as well. Thank you so much for watching.